The Enlightenment Chasers. Royalties of Peace. We are stealing the storms back to peace that has no storm while holding on to perfect peace. This is episode 75 of the Golden Age podcast by Mavis Free Lefang. February 25th of 2026. It is a Wednesday, my water day of refreshing 6 to 6. Acknowledging the enlightenment in the air, overpouring in our time of fullness and completion. Yet, many still mourning on a thirsty ground. How can we have water and we cannot drink? Some were born great, some achieve greatness, and others it been trusted upon them, we have heard from our great heroes of time. An indication that no one can go unresolved. An emphasis that no one can be left behind or in misery. Yet, today we are still struggling with not only disabled ones, but disabled ones being abused. Highlight from the news today concerning war against fraud. Some may say it is because of the tariffs and the expense of life of present days. Not because we are like yesterday's struggles, but the expectation of today of supposed smart living still at the verge of becoming. While some are being excited about the smart world being new to them, it is like scraps of our ancestors. Our excitement over the scraps of our ancestors at a time like this is very devastating. Some may not want to disrupt the mood of those excited, trying to seek for comfort that will satisfy the world and not just individuals. We come from generations upon generations. We have experienced 2 global conflicts to remind us that we need not a third, but to rather come to our senses of what really is global conflict. The war between man and woman that has always been from the origin to today, a division of one being, What is a male and what is a female? What is this experience of gender conflicts? Every culture has a core of it. The underlying problem of all cultures, gender equality. February 25th, it's like a Christmas. And the end of our Black History Month. The completing of a Black History Month into the Women History Month. The end is an endless that must reach the destination. When we say an end, we only mean a mini goal being achieved. Should not deprive us from continuing achieving all mini goals on the way so we can enter into that end goal of none left behind. Some are experiencing it already, but it is limited because of the sad taste of those still struggling with understanding what it is. Still holding back on male and female. It's a struggle for the women. The need for women to become equal with men of the mind. It's not a day's task. If you are one like me who have experienced complications, confusion on the way, the confusion role we even complain about, or the human development, is no confusion role, but rather the reflection of what is being experienced by the role models the young ones want to look up to. Being adults of male and female gender without a clue of the end goal can be a devastation. In this podcast, I want us to reflect upon femicide on the rise globally. The misinterpretation of the word femicide, Femicide. It is not the physical or mental abuse of women, but rather the empowering of women to become equal with men, fulfilling their mission with potential worthy of none left behind. Yearning for good requires the right tools. You cannot want to stay dry under the rain without an umbrella, even in your best suit. No matter how rich or expensive you put yourself together to step outside without an umbrella, it is like waste of time. Women need their umbrella, that right mind, which they need from the man. Royalties of peace. How can we steal the storm back to peace that has no storm? It's our first approach to enter into perfect peace. Yet we must have perfect peace in the back of our mind if we have to really accomplish the completion into peace from the storms we have experienced. Facing the true storm of a divided being, we are a human being. Humanity is not male and female, it's not gender, but the right mind on its journey into eternity of perfect peace, battlefield free. Femicide must be corrected for the young generation to have the right mind. Teach them well and let them lead the way. Sister Whitney Houston said, because we don't have the right way does not mean that we cannot teach the right way. Because we cannot demonstrate the right way does not mean we cannot teach the right ways. When they say, do what you say, we need evidence, we need facts. That is for the lame, for you must know what is right, because you will meet so many on the way. For a role model, struggling with the actions, but with the right mind. A hero is always the last one and not the first one. Practice makes perfect. While Black History Month and I Love Month is completed into the Women History Month, we are called to acknowledge being born of a woman. It's only a place of the pondering of the mind that must come to completion and execute the expected of independence. Dependence is not forever. The month of March is on the way. Spring is almost in the air. The spice of the air with fragrance we yearn for. If I may ask, what is your favorite flower? Roses, daisies, violets. Name them all. Oh, women. In rainbow colors all over the world on the International Women's Day, which happens to be March 8th. Royalties. Women are inspired to have the right mind with their staff in hand, the man, supporting them to enter into the royalty of expectation. I encourage us to watch these two movies, if possible, before March 1st. One Night with the King of 2006 and Queen Charlotte, a Britain story of 2023, both on Netflix, will encourage us women to understand how far we have come with enlightenment and empowerment of women equating with man of the mind. Let us not shy away because of our physical appearance, but realize that, like the candle lit, the wax is like ice that sublimes and water evaporating into the battlefield free. Free at last, free at last. Women working on transformation in high societies in the world is of all levels. There is nothing like poverty, but the mind is very sophisticated of a being that we must be able to vision of all cultures and levels of life. What we see are humans, and the human mind is sophisticated and rich. Let the environment or appearance not ridicule or be an obstacle in a way to see what we really need of each other, the treasure that we are, the human race. We are making not history. We are not building legacy. For such is a failure sign which our ancestors have been signaling to us. A tradition that we cannot keep, but individually enter into victory. Of none left behind. We are saving all and not leaving anyone behind. We are not called to make descendants, but to enter into enlightenment of highest, which is none left behind. Royalties, please. We are sophisticated beings of the mind. If we serve right, our mission will be accomplished of both male and female becoming one to enter into unity, indivisible. We are a whole number and not divided. We must know our main culture from all the diverse of point of view, a disability we must resolve. Walking separately is to enter into one, where we showcase our work done. Show me your money, and I will show you the end goal. Your money is your mind, the mind of humanity. Where femicide is the healing of women, looking like low class of men. What is your drive? If not all, back to one, the ultimate. USA is a multicultural world, meaning a place where we all become one, a place where all nations look up to, the showcase of all cultures. That sunshine that never fades, but only becomes brighter when all nations are increasing of enlightenment. We know it by looking at the United States of America, a multicultural world. like the center of the compass that informs us if all areas of life are done all right. What is politics if we face not our substantial classes, the higher society? We all must become equal, of none left behind. Takes recovering from making descendants, shoveling snow or running away from the rain does not mean that the sunshine is what we need. Our desire is enlightenment of the inner mist where our ancestors repose, awaiting for the completion of humanity, male and female becoming one, of equality, cannot ignore the purpose of man. The 21st century ends in December 2100. Will we still be here? Is the question onto our world today. Looking at the economy conflicts globally, our sophisticated class should align with wealth and not a battlefield. The call for women to come to their senses on how timeline is being drawn to assist us accomplish a definite goal, the end goal. 21st century will end December 2100. Will we still be here? Is the focus of all women all over the world today. Let us enlighten each other. We need not go to the ocean to know what water is like when a drop is sufficient. You need not to enter the ground to know what a complicated death is like when going to sleep at night can be restless. Enlightenment perfect can transition our existence to be free from the complicated state of our existence. Divided, we cannot stand. Therefore, we must become one mind with a man of battlefield free. Thank you for listening. Peace stills the storm, back to peace that has no storm, while holding on to perfect peace. Thank you.